There's an unfair judgment on strikers, first of all, that you've not scored. If you think back to Aguero, think back to even Michael Owen of a few years ago, if you think back to Ronaldo, there's a couple of responsibilities. How much are you affecting the play? How much are you bringing other people in? How much are you contributing to goals? Those are the things that count. If we go by those parameters as an example, I think Haaland had a good game.
Yeah.
Did he score? No. Did he have chances to score?
Yeah.
Absolutely yes. Did he give the defenders things to worry about? Absolutely yes. Nunez, on the other part, came in as an impact sub and absolutely impacted the game. And I'll give that to him. In that regard, I'm tempted to say I think Nunez will probably have a better start of the season. Like, have a better start of the season. Also, remember this. And this is important for FPL. There's the issue of Pep switching players. There isn't any guarantee that Haaland is going to start the first game of the season. There isn't. Let's be very.
I can answer this very quickly for you.
Please.
Let me just pick this up, very sorry.
But I think we will start anyway.
Haaland is almost guaranteed to start.
Why?
Season. And the reason is simple. In this transfer window, you've lost Sterling, you've lost.
You have Alvarez.
You've lost.
You have Alvarez.
Ain't no way you're going to start Alvarez over Haaland.
Who said
hold
so?
on now, hold on.
But it's Guardiola anyway.
That's my point.
See, over the season, we know he would think that's the job. He worries. He has demons in his head that will guide him, right? But we know that Haaland would show, especially when you say that he didn't have a bad game, right? He just played a very superior team, which means you need to be at your 100% to really dominate, right? If you're playing a team that is less superior, you need
are you agreeing that Liverpool is a superior team to Man City? Is that what you're saying?
A superior team to the rest of the league. That's what I said.
No. Are you agreeing? No, what you said.
He played a superior team.
So let's clarify.
But this weekend he's not. No, of course not.
Clarify. Just have a look at the
Liverpool
camera.
can't be a superior team to Man City. No.
Okay.
I said he played a superior team compared to the rest of the guys in the league, like compared to West Ham that you played this weekend.
Okay.
So if you see those chances that he had there, it means that with maybe a smaller team probably would do better. So there are good signs.
But there's no
there.
guarantee for that.
Yeah, I say probably. So there are good signs there.
So
with Nunez, as he played an impact sub, I feel like that is what I would see for the first few weeks. In fact, personally, and again, we would see it over the season, right? In a club where you'd have Firmino, Salah, Diaz, Jota, and Nunez, 5 people vying for 2 positions because Salah owns one. Guaranteed there'll be so many games Nunez will not be starting. And that's why it looks clear that Haaland probably have a better season. It's just on that premise alone.
Okay.
Haaland's position is really dragged by.
So let me ask something, and it's related to, because you mentioned it. So Firmino as an example. When last did Firmino score a goal? That's my first question. Secondly, would you start Nunez over Firmino if you were the manager?
So I mean, I feel like Liverpool bought Nunez for a reason. If you look at the record, Liverpool hasn't had a Nunez type of player since I think Benteke or Balotelli, Andy Carroll.
He played Liverpool a bit.
Yes, and those
after City.
Those guys were pre-club players. So since Klopp came in, he has not had an out-and-out striker. He has used Mane in there sometimes. He has used Firmino. Firmino does fantastic because he plays first 9, it comes back. So, I mean, it's really exciting for me because I want to see how he changes his game. The Liverpool game needs to change. And I feel like that was why Nunez was bought. Last season, there were so many matches where we needed a striker. There are some matches where you just needed someone, a poacher, someone that would give that last strike. Will Salah score for you? Yes. Yeah. But sometimes defenders just leave him on the wing and he gets isolated from the game. He crosses in, there's nobody there. You have Diaz, he's a good runner, he will beat any defender on the left flank, but then he doesn't have that final output. We had Jota, obviously, but
fine player.
Jota injured?
Yeah, he had some injury towards the end of the season. So I feel like buying Nunez, club bought him for a reason. I don't know that reason yet, but what I see is him playing that point man and being supported by either Carvalho or Firmino. So I see that happening a lot.
Back to my question. Yeah. Right now, you guys are playing. Who are you playing this weekend?
Fulham.
Yeah.
Oof.
Are you going to start Firmino or? or Nunez? Who would you start if it was up to you?
I would start Firmino
Start Firmino.
because knowing the way Klopp is, and he will want Nunez to settle into the games. So he might bring him on again towards the end of the match to come and score a goal or two. But I see him starting his regular guys. That is who Klopp is. He doesn't gamble with games. I see him starting his regular guys and bringing Nunez on yet. And about that conversation of who has a better season between Haaland and Nunez, to be honest, it's very difficult to pick now. I feel like both of them will have a great season based on the team that they are playing in. Those teams have providers. They have people like Arnold and De Bruyne that will give you pinpoint crosses, and those guys are very good with their head. So whether they will bang in goals, it's not a conversation. They will score.
They don't have an excuse. None of them has an excuse to not bang in.
Do you get? They will bang in the goals. Maybe they will need some time
So
to
let
settle
me
in and adapt.
put you guys on the spot.
But
So,
obviously, Nunez over Haaland any day.
do you think they're both 20-goal strikers?
Maybe not in their first season, but eventually they will get
20 Premier League goals or 20 season
Premier
goals?
League goals.
Premier League goals.
Yes.
Ha!
Shaky.
If Haaland did anything under 15, I'll be disappointed.
Okay.
Because, to be fair, City is probably one of... I mean, Sterling... No disrespect, but Sterling used to score goals for City. And Sterling's conversion rate is really, really low. Right? He was not an out-and-out 9. He played all kinds of positions. And he was able to deliver some... He had a season where he did 20 league goals. So, I would expect more from an out-and-out striker that was stronger, better with the head, better at jumping, and all of those things. Having De Bruyne feed you, having Gundogan, everybody. I would expect.
So for Nunez,
so I'll say first season, no PT, but 15 I would not be. After anything under 15 I would be.
I think for Nunez, it would be very, very interesting because remember we have Salah, which is our main goal.
Your main goal scorer,
I'm
yeah.
not expecting 20 goals from Nunez. I'm expecting him to take his chances.
Okay.
86 million, you don't expect 20 goals?
I'm not expecting 20 goals because we have Salah. As long as we have Salah.
No, but for that price, I will.
Because if you flip the conversation, I won't get that. These are my issues.
No, but I have
They
Salah.
won't let me walk
That's the
away
thing.
for not scoring
So
20 goals.
you expect
like
Salah
6 million.
you expect him to score 20 goals and Salah score 20
No,
goals.
but here's the point.
Yeah.
We're not comparing Salah versus Haaland.
Yeah.
We're
I'm
comparing
the dynamics of the team.
Oh, well, I'll put Haaland against who's at Newcastle? Is it Wilson or Tony or so? I'll put Ivan Toney. I'll put Ivan Toney against Haaland. Those are two strikers. I'll compare both of them like for like. Who's
around them is irrelevant to me.
That's
So
relevant.
what I'm saying is, you can't take away the fact that Salah is in that team, which is our main goal.
That's an addition to you. That's not a subtraction.
It takes away from
Exactly.
him. Okay, imagine you
How does
have
it take away
Salah
from
in
him?
your team. It takes away from him.
How?
Because Salah... So, okay, just imagine you replace, in the Liverpool team now, you replace Salah with a David Silva. You've taken away like 20 guaranteed goals and you've replaced it with 20 assists.
And put 20 assists.
That is what I'm saying. Like, Salah will be in situations where he's supposed to pass and he scores it.
Okay, fair.
Do you get? So that is what I'm saying.
fair.
So that expectation of how many goals he needs to
No,
score.
but is your goals-
I expect him to bang in goals, but I don't. It's a bit confusing for
Do
me.
you expect your
now.
goals for the season to increase?
Obviously, I expect it to increase.
By how much? Because I feel like that's what it is, right?
Let
Him
me
coming
tell
in there is not just, it means I'm bringing in my own goals.
So let me tell you what
those
I
chances that
feel
people
like
miss, I'll do it.
Is replacing Mane's goal tally when him and Salah, well, our main guys. Do you get what I mean? So like, for his first season at least, I see him scoring like 15 goals, 10 to 15 goals, while Salah bangs in all the goals. Okay. And then later in the season or next season, it picks up from there. And remember that Salah is old, is living very soon.
How old is he?
He's 31 or so.
So I think she's closing in on
Yeah.
30.
Okay.
So
Fair point. So you skipped the second question I asked.
Which is?
When last did Firmino score? Just answer.
more.
But it's fine. You don't have to answer. You don't have to answer. So let's move. A couple of things now. Transfers. We've started talking on transfers, and let's touch on it. I know that City have an issue with left back,
Wing backs.
wing backs basically, and there's
Fullbacks,
as of today, there's a gist of Cucurella going to Chelsea now or not, stuff like that, and so let's even leave Liverpool and Man City alone for a moment. Who do you think? What's your shocking transfer so far in this window? Could be in England, outside England, and all of that. Who has shocked you that moved or didn't move?
My most shocking transfer is an obvious one. Lewandowski.
Do you get to
And I think I told you about this, that Lewandowski's move to me was a sign that Barca is a powerhouse. I mean, how do you fight? Like, he's forced to get out of the club, to a club that is owing
That
people
is
salaries.
Like, he's not guaranteed
there's
that
no-
they'll pay him.
That has 9 attackers.
20 is going to reach now. You can look their face.
There's Adama Traore, there's Ferran Torres,
Torres.
you have Aubameyang, Ansu Fati, you have a bunch of people fighting for it, and you are still going to. I mean,
There's
of course,
Memphis Depay. Damn.
there's Braithwaite that they were able to sell. You know, so living where you are guaranteed to win the league, or maybe you're tired of winning the league, that is fine. But Barcelona cannot even afford to pay for their players. I think that was amazing for me to see, and I'm hoping to see what he does.
So I feel like what happened is a lot of those players. I mean, Barcelona is a team that has so many fans, secret fans
Absolutely.
in all the leagues.
Absolutely.
So there are people that have always said, "Oh, I want to play for this club."
Before I
So it's
retire.
not about for Lewandowski. It's not about the money again. He has money. You can't like if it doesn't end for the next 1 year, he will not. He will not.
He's
go.
not going to
Please,
be hungry.
Lewandowski, please.
Can you send me your money?
In case you want
So
this,
I feel like it's a
feel free
case
to
of
send your money.